To KwaZulu-Natal for the funeral of the founder and director of KwaSizabantu Mission, Reverend Erlo Stegen. Stegen died on the 26th of September after a long illness, and mourners from all walks of life have gathered in Kranskop, and that's where we find Newzroom Afrika's Ntando Mnyandu, who is standing by with a detail of where we are in the program this hour. Ntando.
Well, the program has not yet started, but it will start any minute from now. People are still, being given and afforded a chance to walk past the coffin of Reverend Erlo Stegen, just to view the body and pay their last respect. But on that note, I am now joined by the family spokesperson, Mr. Jacob who will tell us about the proceedings of today. Jacob, thank you very much for joining us. We see that the auditorium is almost filled to capacity. As the family, how did you take the news of Reverend Erlo Stegen's passing?
Ntando, God has been very gracious to us. He's been very good to us as a family. As you know, Reverend Stegen has been very frail for the past 2 years. But the Lord spared him for us far beyond what we could have asked or prayed for. And we just experienced it as God's love, desiring to call his servant home and yet thinking of us and remembering us and giving us time to prepare. And in this time that our Father has been so frail, he really still carried us in a very big way spiritually. He prayed for us. We could always go to him and ask for his prayers. He was a huge support, not just to us as a family, but to the entire work, to all the workers in the mission field. Just to know that he's there, to be able to go to him and to ask for prayer, to have that support. But the Lord didn't surprise us. He gave us time to say, Baba, it's fine, to let go.
You guys run a very thriving business in this mission. How are you seeing a future without Reverend Stegen? Will we see the business thriving? Will we see congregants gathering in this huge auditorium to worship together? Or are there any fears?
The wonderful thing is that this is not man's work, it's God's work. God called him and anointed him, he equipped him. And a few years ago, Reverend Stegen was asked this very same question, what will happen? And he said, the work will continue more than ever because I have taught them, I have equipped them. And he trusts God that God will carry this work forward, because he knows it wasn't in himself, it was through the power of God that this work was started and that it was carried every day. And he trusts God to abide with us even though he is no longer here.
On the program today, who are we likely to see taking to the podium? Any special guests that you have today?
So we will have Ms. Dube, Lydia Dube, speaking on behalf of the mission. And there will be some government officials. We're expecting MEC Nkonyeni on behalf of the Premier. We are expecting the Honourable Zigalala. We are expecting Ntwana Simpiwe on behalf of Isilo. We are also expecting Ntwana Wagwapinangene, the son, who will talk on behalf of Ndeni Wagwapinangene. Those are some of the people that will be addressing us. Mayangubane, who is a friend for many years of the mission, will be speaking on behalf of the community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. The program will start any minute from now. As you have heard that there are quite a number of prominent people who will be taking to the podium. As you hear, we're about to hear the very first song of the program. With that, it's back to you in studio.
Ntando Mnyandu, thank you very much for that report.